I'm Steve Croft.
I'm Leslie Stahl.
I'm Bob Simon.
And I'm Marshall Mathers. Those stories and more, tonight on 60 Minutes. Can I redo that? That was terrible.
That was awful.
Great Gatsby is one of the most prominent figures in the West Egg area. For so many, they can only imagine what a face-to-face encounter with him may be like. For one woman by the name of Daisy Buchanan, those encounters are a reality. I'm Jonathan Kiriakou. Tonight on 60 Minutes, that story and much more. Daisy, thanks for joining us tonight.
It's no problem, Jonathan, whatsoever.
You and Mr. Gatsby obviously go way back, but there's been some time since you've seen each other in person. What was your initial reaction to the surprise encounter?
Honestly, Jonathan, I don't know what to say. It was a surprise. Yes, it was. I can't believe he just did all of that. And my initial reaction is just, I don't know how to react. I don't know what he's doing. What happened between us was the past.
You were lucky enough to receive an exclusive tour from Mr. Gatsby of his West Egg mansion, a privilege some of us can only dream of. Describe to us the happenings of this event and your personal feelings of this tour.
That's Gatsby for you. He believes in quality over quantity. And what I'm trying to say is he's trying to impress me and impress everyone with all his shiny new stuff, but really, no one cares, because we all know the type of person Gatsby is and what goes on in that guy's mind. We know the actual Gatsby, unlike most of these people who just assume he's just this big, rich millionaire. But really, there's not that much to him.
Daisy, here on 60 Minutes, we like to ask the tough questions, so I'll pose one to you. Are you unfaithful?
Damn, baby.
Jonathan, I have no idea how to answer that question. I don't want to talk about this. We're done.
Thank you for joining us tonight on 60 Minutes, Nick.
No problem.
Nick, as a bystander to this event, describe to us exactly what you were feeling from an observer's perspective.
Well, at the start, I was quite confused, really. Gatsby sent all his workers to work on my lawn. I didn't really know what was happening. Then I realized Gatsby really cared for Daisy.
What about when Mr. Gatsby actually reached your house?
Well, when Gatsby reached my house, he was really nervous and scared. He was acting quite crazy. This got me quite mad, actually. But then I took him back in the kitchen, and I talked some sense into him. And I told him, you know what, she's just as scared as you are. And he went back, and everything else was perfect.
Now, we've learned that the three of you switched over to Mr. Gatsby's house later on. Can you give us a quick summary of what happened exactly on this tour of Mr. Gatsby's mansion?
Oh, well, we went to his mansion first, and I always looked at it every day from my house. It's so grand. And today, I was actually walking into it, so I was quite surprised. It was very grand. Everything had pictures on the wall of this man named Dan Cody, actually. I didn't know who he was, really. And it was really beautiful. He had vivid flowers, he had lavender and rose silk, and it just really made me amazed.
What about Mr. Gatsby and Daisy at the end of the tour? How exactly were they acting?
Oh, well, I left the house before then, but you can only imagine what they did.
Well, Nick, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Thanks for inviting us into your home today.
Old sport, you can call me Jay.
Perfect. By our standards, your recent encounter with Daisy can best be described as turbulent, as your emotions were seemingly all over the place. Describe to us what you were feeling that day.
Well, you know, old sport, when I first saw Daisy, it was the first time I've seen her in years. So there was a bunch of emotions just flowing through my head. So when I first saw her, I was scared because I didn't want to mess the first impression up. But then once I got comfortable with it, and after Nick talked to me, I kind of mellowed out and my emotions just stayed calm.
Now, publicly you're perceived as a fairly ambitious yet mysterious figure. But in this scene, we've seen what seems to be another person. Can you tell us what exactly brought out this other side of you?
Well, Daisy saw me before all these mysteries came to be about. So when she saw me before, I was a poor man with not a penny to my name. But once I saw her again, I had a lot of money, a big house, so I kind of wanted to show things off.
Jay, thanks for taking the time to do this with us.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Now we're going to send it to Adriel Spencer outside with Street Reaction.
Well, thank you, Jonathan. I'm outside Tom Buchanan's house, as you can see right behind me. Now, we're not sure what Tom's reaction is going to be when we ask him about his wife, but we're sure he's going to be quite upset at his reaction. So follow me inside. we're gonna knock at the door and see what Tom says. Okay, so I'm outside Tom Buchanan's house, hoping to get his reaction about his wife's affair with Jay Gatsby. Let's see what becomes of it.
Greetings.
Tom, hi. Angel Spencer here with 60 Minutes. We're hoping to get your reaction about your wife's affair with Jay Gatsby. How do you feel, Tom? We know this is a very difficult time for you.
Who, Daisy?
Yes, sir.
If you're looking for Daisy, she's not home. She's quite bland, I assure you.
There you have it, folks. Tom clearly doesn't want to talk about his wife's affair. We'll see if we can talk to Tom in a few days when we've let that sink in. From 60 Minutes, I'm Angel Spencer. Back to you, Jonathan.
I'm Jonathan Kiriakou. Thanks for watching this special edition of 60 Minutes. Please stay tuned after this episode for more additional footage. Jay, if Daisy got a tour, can we also get one?
MTV, this is my crib. Hi, welcome to my crib. This is my room where I like to unwind. As you can see, I got my pool, my sitting area, and my food court.
I have to run a little business on the sort of side run. It's not confidential sort of.
This is where I spend most of my time. Just like hanging out with friends and everything. Have a couple parties in here.
Hey, yo, what up, Gatsby?
And this is my library. This is where I do most of my reading. Shh, come on. This is the children's section. It's where I do most of my reading. Like this book, Think Like a Scientist in the Backyard. It's my favorite one. What it is. I'm gonna get around.
We'll check back in with Tom in a few moments. Oh,
What's up, old sport? What's up, old sport?
oh no!
Old sport?
The cocaine!
Daisy, here on 60 Minutes we like to ask the tough questions, so I'll pose one to you. Are you unfaithful?
Oh shit.
Let's do that again.
Actually, I tried. Some behind the scenes, you know?
What up?
One of the most prominent figures in the West Egg area.
Just stop for a second. He keeps shaking the desk.
From an observer's perspective.
Well, that's the story. Gatsby, he sent all these workers to my house. It was quite weird. He sent someone to cut my lawn, do my flowers. And then I realized Gatsby really cared for him.
Other in person. What was your initial reaction to this surprise encounter?
Oh, Gatsby.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Daisy.
It's no pleasure.
I am a stripper. You're on!
I know.
If you are looking for marshmallows, nah.
Can you join us tonight?
Oh, it's no problem, Jonathan. No problem at all.
You and Mr. Gatsby obviously go way back, but there's been Daisy, thanks for taking the time to join us tonight.
It's absolutely no problem, Jonathan. Anything for you.
Daisy, thanks for taking the time to join us tonight.
That's absolutely no problem, Jonathan.
So you when amateurs try and act to see what happens?
Michael, go.
We'll just let
What's up, you I prefer to keep my face anonymous, just in case anyone recognizes me.
It's so f***ing hard. I'll just hide like this so they don't laugh.
Just freaking leave, man!
time since you've seen each other in person.
Thank Gatsby.
Go again, please.
Tom, hi. I'm Angel Spencer from 60 Minutes. We're just hoping to get your reaction on your wife's affair with Jay Gatsby. Affair with Jay Gatsby. Let's see what becomes of it.
Hello.
Daisy, thanks for joining us tonight.
No problem, Jonathan. It's no hassle.
You. Let's go again. Daisy, thanks for taking the time to join us tonight.
No problem, Jonathan. It's always a pleasure.
But first, can you tell our audience why you're dressed the way you are?
I prefer to keep my privacy private.
Okay.
I prefer to keep my privacy private.